Dear children, let us learn about today chapter 2, which is polynomials. Already we are familiar with the polynomials in ninth standard. Now in this year we are going to see polynomials in one variable. Do you know the meaning of polynomial? Polynomial means an algebraic expression which has powers only in positive or whole numbers. That is, in power negative value should not come. That is the meaning of polynomials. Next, let us see polynomials in one variable and what are the expressions we are taking. In that only one variable should present. For example, 5x square plus 3x plus 2, like that. Another one variable y, like that it should not come. So in case of polynomials in one variable, we have three types. First one is linear, quadratic and then cubic. The general form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b and it has only one zero. The general form of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, which has two zeros, and the general form of a cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and it has three zeros. If we take a linear polynomial, in 9th standard we studied that we can draw a graph. For example, if they given a question like this, that is 2x plus 3 is equal to y. We used to find four solutions. By plotting the points, we are able to draw the graph. So if you are drawing the graph for a linear, the graph will become a straight line. And that straight line, in how many points it is intersecting x-axis. So we have to concentrate only on x-axis. So in how many points it is intersecting x-axis will give about the number of solutions of a quadratic. Obviously, a linear has only one solution. Next, if we take a quadratic, okay, if you find some solutions or some points for a quadratic, and then if you are drawing the graph will come like this, like a U, which is known as parabola. Obviously, in most of the questions, the parabola will intersect x-axis at 2 points. So, the quadratic has two zeros, already we know that. So, obviously, it will intersect the x-axis also at 2 points. So, it has two zeros, obviously. And next, if we take a cubic or some more powers polynomial, in that the graph will come like this, some curve like and mostly for a cubic, the curve will intersect the x-axis at three distinct points. So we can say that there are three solutions for a cubic polynomial. So linear has only one solution, a quadratic has two solutions, and a cubic has three solutions. Now let us see how we are going to find solutions for a quadratic. Okay, now in this chapter, mostly we are going to concentrate only on quadratic polynomials alone. Now let us see how we are going to find a solution for a quadratic polynomial. This method already we studied in 9th standard. Either we can call this as splitting the middle term or else triangle method. In splitting the middle term is 7x and 12 is a constant term. So 7x can be written as 4x plus 3x plus 12. In the first two terms, let us take x to the outside. So x into x plus 4 plus, in the last two terms, let us take 3 to the outside. So 3 into x plus 4. And if we are taking x plus 4 outside as common, remaining will be x plus 3 into x plus 4. So the two factors are x plus 3 and x plus 4. So if we use x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. And if we give x plus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 4. Therefore, the two solutions are x is equal to minus 3 and minus 4. Or what is the triangle method? Usually the last term and with the combination of product of coefficient of x square will give the product. Here coefficient of x squared is 1. So 1 into 12 is equal to 12 should be taken as product, and the coefficient of middle term, that is the coefficient of x, should be taken as sum. So that is 7. So if you are finding product, 4 3s are 12, 6 2s are 12, 1 into 12 is equal to 12. In this 4 3s are 12 will give sum as 7. So the two numbers are 4 and 3, and that should be divided by the coefficient of x square, which is here 1. So 4 by 1 and 3 by 1. So in denominator include x, so 1 into x is x. Here the sign of 4 is plus, so the first factor is x plus 4. Likewise, the second factor is x plus 3. So x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to x plus 4 into x plus 3, and like the first one we will be getting the two of the zeros as minus 4 and minus 3.